There you go. That bringing in Rick is in the chat room. Rick, thanks for stopping in. The Rickster is here. Brown-eyed girl just jumped in as well, and they're jumping in with their feet wet and everything else. Run right in. They're jumping right in. That's the way it goes here. So before the break, I was jabbing about, or jawing about, or talking about, however you want to put it. Wait a minute. Hold on. Stop the presses. Why is Sweet Smiles calling Brown-Eyed Girl a traitor? I need to know this. Ooh. What did you do, BEG? Well, I can tell she's... she was here Monday, so I really can't, but she kind of fell off the face of the earth as far as I'm concerned. Oh, she's just playing. Oh, all right. So we're back to what I was talking about. Anyway, we're talking about it of the elections being 4 days away, and it looks like the Dems are going to get their asses whipped here all over the country. Usually this time of the year, the Dems are leading with the mail-in ballots, but by tens of thousands. And that's showing not to be the case now. So things are pretty even. Usually when they're even like this, incumbents lose, and it looks like we're going to do the job here. Now, I know I talk about this a lot, but I'm going to reiterate my stance on this. And I know a lot of you don't agree with it, but we've got to stop the bleeding. The bleeding being the Democratic Party, the progressives in this country, the liberals, the uber liberals, not even the regular liberals, because we could have dealt with regular liberals and Democrats. At least they had the sense to work. They had the same ideals as we had. And I say we, I mean Americans. They sided with Americans, even though their ideology was different in certain aspects. They believed in the Constitution. They believed in doing things the right way. They believed this was a great country and still is a great country. But the progressive movement has chewed that all up. That's what's happened. It's chewed it all up. And the only way to stop this is to reduce them to nothing. Put this president in a corner and let him veto whatever he wants to veto. It will show his true colors. It will bring out the hypocrisy in this party that has creeped in along with the progressivism. And maybe we can get back on track, get back to the Constitution and the things we really need to do. Start working and reversing some of the things that have been done here, little by little. I'm not saying it's going to get done right away, but now, once we get the Republicans back in, now it's time to cherry pick them now. If you're not doing their job, I want to see what other candidates out there are saying different things. We'll put them in one by one. Maybe that can happen. I don't know. It's going to take time. I'm not saying it's going to happen overnight, but it's better than what we have now. It's got to be better than what we have now. Because what we have now is almost anarchy. It's crazy. It's simply crazy. You got a president who has no foreign policy. He's got he believes everybody's on the same level. There's no exceptionalism in every country. Every country is exceptional in their own ways, he says. And they are. That's not what I'm saying. But this is America. We are exceptional as a people. Irregardless of our past and what these people think how we destroyed the rest of society and other people's, other nations rather. We can't do anything good as far as these people are concerned. And these are our leaders. These are our leaders, ladies and gentlemen, talking like this. Now you're going to have somebody sitting in the White House or sitting as a U.S. representative or a United States senator saying these things. Look at that moron over in Minnesota. He was a comedian. They elected a comedian, and he's been a comedian ever since. He's voted almost 100% with this president. Al Franken I'm talking about. I mean, come on. I mean, I get it. There are party lines, and then there are party lines, but these people are voting 100% of the time with this president. And then they're going to turn around and say, well, no, we don't want you to come because we don't want the people to see us together because they're going to think we're with you. You are with him. You've been with him throughout the last 6 years, 6.5 years. Who are you people trying to kid? And another thing that gets me is these people now all of a sudden are taking up causes and what's the word I'm looking for here? Ideology. I'll say ideology because they all sound like Republicans now. Oh, no, well, I wasn't following the president. They don't mention, nobody said a word about Obamacare. And the other foot is going to drop on that right after this election, ladies and gentlemen. So if we don't elect these Republicans, the system will definitely explode. And I don't know if it's going to be good or bad, but it's coming. The other foot has yet to drop. It hasn't dropped yet. People have forgotten that about Obamacare. People have forgotten that. But it's coming. Unless we can bind the hand of this president. Or unless, if we don't win the Senate, that the House of Representatives, with their power of the purse strings, must do their job. Otherwise, I mean, you're seeing it now, I'm sure, ladies and gentlemen. You know somebody who's having problems with their health care. They're losing their doctors. They can't keep the doctors that they have. The lies that were perpetrated on the American people throughout this process is astonishing and almost insane. I'm going to say insane, but there's another word I was going to use. It's insane and completely insane. And what is the definition of insane or insanity? Is doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting different results. That's insane. And that's what our leaders have become. They've become ideological maniacs. Political correctness has gone beyond awry. It's gotten so out of hand, it's not even funny anymore. Well, you can't use your finger in a schoolyard because it represents a friggin' gun. Are you kidding me? Children walking around with deciding on which bathroom they're going to use. And we're talking about grade school children here and high school children here. Oh, I can't decide today which bathroom I'm going to use because I'm so confused. Is this the country you guys want to live in? It's not the country I want to live in. Look, you got a problem? Get it fixed. I feel for you. But to do this to our society, to make it where nobody gets judged about anything, or no matter what you do, it's ridiculous. It's gotten out of hand. But my answer to that is, and if you disagree with me, we'll open the lines and we'll talk about it. But Rick says, I can't wait to vote for Obama again in 5 days. He's not running, Rick. What's the matter with you? Exact FM says, Jay-Z for president. Yeah. Jay-Z or Jay Sands says Apocalypse. Both. Ouija's Ernie Abbott says I should be Speaker of the House. I am Speaker of the House. I speak in this house. It's enough for me. When did you walk into the Glenn Beck show, Stabby? Well, let me tell you, my friend, you haven't. Oh, God, that's too funny. Let's see. Ernie Abbott's laughing. He can't. He's so ecstatic at Stabby. He's got him laughing all evening so far. Texas has some winning Republicans. Okay. Greg Abbott for governor. Yeah. In fact, there is a Greg. Wasn't he running for governor in, I think, your state, Rhode Island there, Ernie Abbott? Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Rick says he's got $10 that says the Republicans do not repeal health care. Ooh, that's a tough one, Rick. What's your timetable? I'll take that bet. But give me a timetable first. What, 6 months, a year, 2 years, what? It all depends on your time, because if they're not going to do it in the first 10 days. So give me a time span, and maybe I'll take that bet. I'll bet. I'll take that bet. Apocalypse says Rick will only change. It will only get changed when it implodes in 5 years. Well, I don't think it's going to take 5 years, Apocalypse, because when everybody in the private sector gets those notices right after this election, because they especially made it after this election, because they didn't want the American people to really make this a bloodbath this election season. If they brought this out before, like they did a year ago with the employer mandate. So they knew what they were doing, and they knew they were going to get slammed and slaughtered. And I mean slaughtered had they put that information out of what was going to happen to the private insurance. Hasn't happened yet. Everybody got an extension. Wait, that's coming. It's coming, and it's going to fall hard. IMO, they will change it to some sort of single payer. So, well, the single payer system is the government. That's what they want. They want the government to pay for everything. And I'm not sure that's quite the way to go. No one said the country was going to implode 5 years ago, Stabby. See, you got to stop reading those talking points, really, because they twist your mind. You know what I mean? Stabby again says every day since he's been president, tomorrow is doomsday. No, that's not true, Stabby. That's absolutely false. But if you look at every single problem that's come up against this president, he either didn't know about it, found out in the press, well, let's not even talk about that. But he didn't know, they didn't know, we didn't know. Well, we didn't know. And everything is, well, we're working on it, and we're working on it 24/7. Yeah. Tell that to the families of the people that died over in Benghazi. See if they got the answers. Because they ain't got answers yet. Let's see. Moving right along. Yes, that's right, Apocalypse. We can simply do better. It's not doomsday. It's better. Well, that's debatable. And Stabby's laughing at Benghazi again. You continue to laugh, my friend. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Since we have such dissension here, I'm going to open up the phone lines. Because I can. I think. Yeah, I think I can. I think I can. Simply by doing this. The phone lines are now open. Call us from anywhere in the country or around the world at 321-348-9665. That's 321-348-9665. Or you can Skype us at night.talk4. That's night.talk4. We're ready to take your calls, so call us now. That's right. Call us now. And I expect to hear sweet smiles on the phone this evening at some point. She said she might call in tonight, so we'd love to hear her. Choo-choo. Yeah, thank you, Ernie. Have any heads rolled at the VA? Have any heads rolled at the IRS? Have any heads rolled at the at Sebelius's office? No, they all retired with big fucking packages and money up the ass. That's what they retired with. That's how they got their asses beat. Okay, that's how they got their wrists slapped. Okay, so please, Stabby, you got to know what you're talking about, my man. I know, Apocalypse.